in the studio. I have a special interview with Mr. Malik. How you doing, Malik? You alright? Yeah?
I'm good, I'm in the building.
So what are you thinking of that tune out of Scotland?
I haven't heard too much MCs out of Scotland. A few, but you know what I mean, they're coming a long way, you know.
It's decent, isn't it?
Yeah, man. They're
It's
definitely
decent.
working.
It's decent. Now I'm here with Malik from MD7. For those of you who do not know, Morris Delta 7, back in the day, one of the pioneers of hip hop in not even just Birmingham, the whole of the UK. Now, I doubt I have to give you that type of intro because we're in Birmingham, so most people would have heard of you. But what are you up to now? Because you like been quiet for a little bit, but you've come back.
Well, I've been doing my solo stuff for like the last how many years. Mixtapes, loads of features, featured with Professor Green, K Coke, Rich 32, Gigs, SAS, Leisha. There are a lot of people. Wiz Khalifa here as well. That's
a big list. That is a very, very big list. Now, with you coming from Birmingham, I have to ask the controversial question. You know what it's going to be. Do you find that being a Birmingham artist and being from Birmingham, Birmingham lacks that unity between the artists, between the producers, between the DJs?
I think now it's got the more unity now. I've been in the game. Started in the game when I was a youth, so now, like the last, it's like 2009. Most unity in the country.
Okay, what you think, yeah?
Definitely, 100%.
Okay.
I go in studios and there's grime mans, there's different producers, different like hip hop, grime, dubstep or whatever. All the producers and the MCs are kind of a bit around each other. Like they ain't been really. There've been a few arguments, but they ain't really been no big kick-off thing. Like. There's more beef between London artists on Twitter.
True.
And when I go to other cities, like I'll go to other cities and then I'll be like, I'll go to a man's studio and say, do you know about this artist from his town? I don't mess with him, this, that. And with Birmingham, we've learned to live together.
So do you think that's helped as well with the Birmingham scene and helped?
Totally, because from 2009 and 10, especially through the grime MCs, Birmingham has really shut up. The Trillers, Socks, Predators, C4, myself, Lady Leisha, Bass Boy. It's everybody in one. Even the Word on Roads, the grime blogs. So everybody's been working everybody's worked to make Birmingham better. Like all the media channels, the different MCs. You know what I mean? There are loads of different things. Especially the producers. Yeah,
definitely. We got some of the best producers in the country at the moment.
You know what I mean?
Nux Brown, Predator.
Yes, Nux Brown's producing for Rich 32. Bass Boy's producing for Skepta.
Crazy.
You get what I mean? So it's a thing where the top London artists are getting beats from here. You know what I'm saying? And starting to work with different artists from here. So right now we've had it better than we've ever had it. So
it's true. Yeah. But are you finding with Birmingham as an outlet, it's hard to get yourself out there without having to go down to London?
Oh, impossible.
Yeah, well, you find it completely impossible.
Yeah, you can do music here and network and still do certain things, but like in London, if I'm there for 4 days, I can get like 2 weeks work done. Crazy. Not just recording music. Recording music's different. You can do that anywhere. But actually, like, it's just the industry's there. It's like you get what I mean. It just can't be helped, really.
Do you think that that's something that could change in the future? Do you think it's always going to be London?
Well, because the record companies, the magazines, like it's where you have to travel to get to the office. Like, for instance, when Channel U was big, if you really want to be on Channel U a lot, you have to kind of be around the office and around and let me pass through. You can't do that when you're from Brum. You understand what I'm saying?
So you have to hop on that train, go down the M6, M1, everything.
So that's the only, because it's about being there and people seeing your face. You know what I'm saying? People can hear your music, watch your videos all they want, but from people seeing your face, kind of shook your hand and kind of, you know what I mean? It does make that difference. So that's the only, when the labels and the magazines and the this and that start to move around the country, then it would change, but for now definitely you have to go London.
Definitely. So now we're in 2013. What can we expect to see from Malik?
Well, I'm touring at the moment. I'm touring with Black the Ripper. I've got a host of shows all over the country: Liverpool, Oxford, Nottingham, Essex, Manchester, Bristol. Yeah. And we're off to Amsterdam as well, Holland.
Yeah, I'm there as well.
Yeah,
I'm there. I'll see you there.
Yeah, New School Rules, man.
Definitely.
Yeah, the first show's tonight at the Old Velvet on Broad Street. I Love Live, so that should be.
So what's it gonna be like performing? Is that your favourite crowd to perform to? The home ground?
Just the hip hop crowd who likes to make noise. Okay. That's my favourite crowd. Like wherever on the planet. Like if I'm there into hip hop and then on some rowdy business, that's what I like.
So have you? You know that you're performing in Holland. Have you performed abroad before?
Yeah, I've performed abroad. I've performed in Austria.
Wow.
I performed in Switzerland.
Wow.
And in New York. That was a long time ago.
How did they take to you? Because obviously in New York they'll kind of relate to it a bit more because they speak English. Yeah. But how did these other countries?
Oh, the other countries relate to it even more.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because there's a bit of the novelty thing. You know what I mean? And it's more of a rarity for them. When you're in certain countries, especially certain countries, they ain't got too much diversity. Yeah, I get so when you got a group like Maurice Delta and you got like a 6-foot dread in the group on stage, yo, people is gonna gravitate to that. You know, especially because you know what I mean, it's something that they ain't got locally.
Definitely, that sounds very big. So, as you're coming up to Holland, what are you expecting to achieve over there in Holland with the New School Rules Festival? Are you gonna rep for Birmingham there?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, what am I gonna achieve? Rep for Birmingham. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Rep for Birmingham. Good performances. Some of my people might be out there, so if there's any MCs out there that I work with, they're jumping on it.
We look to collab with some Dutch MCs as well, because
definitely.
I think Dutch MCs, Canadian, USA. There's even one person from, was it Malaysia or something, that's going to be there. It's crazy.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be definitely networking with the different artists, and you know what I mean. It's all about territories, and a lot of people want to come over here, and we want to go a lot of places. So it's just about making that link.
Definitely. So what artists are you feeling at the moment? Say Birmingham artists, UK, American, any?
Oh yeah, this changes like every week.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, and I like people for stupid reasons as well.
Okay, what do you mean by stupid reasons?
Like that you could just be like, you could just be hot for that week. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
You could just be, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So right now I like well, the biggest tune out now is the Started From the Bottom.
Okay. Yeah.
So. That's a big tune.
Seen that all over Twitter, Instagram, all them pictures.
I heard my daughter sang it the other day. So
right. It's everywhere.
Yeah. But right now I'm more into like my own stuff at the minute because I'm doing a lot of recording. So but listening to people's stuff in my iPhone, I got like right now I'm listening to Joel Santana's mixtape. Yeah. Little Reese from Chicago, GB, gets me hype. I like going to gym. Yeah, I like hardcore music. UK wise though, Daps and Chopper. Yeah. Matter of Time. Them are the main things I'm listening to at the moment. Because I try not to listen to too much when I'm recording. Yeah,
because you need to concentrate on your own art and develop yourself.
But they've kind of stood out to me. Different singles here and there alike. Yeah. But yeah, for vibes, that's what I'm on at the minute.
Okay, now being a Birmingham artist who many people would say has made it in that way, as we are Birmingham's community station, what advice could you give to an up-and-coming artist? Because we have loads of MCs, producers, actors, writers, anything to do with media entertainment. What advice could you give them based on your own experiences?
Main thing I would say first, always look to get better at what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not so much about getting far. It's about being brilliant at what you do. And the more you think about that, then you'll have something that you can always use forever. Definitely. And you'll always be able to charge people for that talent that you have. So a lot of time with Birmingham, the only thing I've seen over the years, it's calmed down a bit now, but because Birmingham, some people would be trapped in a bubble, so they'll be doing songs, they'll be in their studio and they'll be like, I'm the best rapper in the whole entire planet. And because they're not listening to the radio, so they don't even know how to reach the format.
I know exactly.
So they'll send a song out to a DJ and be cussing the DJ, why aren't you playing my tune? These times it doesn't even fit the format because they're not aware about it and they're too much in a bubble.
100%.
So you have to see the whole thing broadly of what you're trying to do and where you can slot in. You still have to be yourself. Make sure you're original. That's the main thing.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be a carbon copy. If you got something original, you'll always be able to do that particular style you make up forever. Just like the ragga MCs.
It's true.
A man can make up a style and he's on Sting like when he's like 50 doing that said style because he invented it. So I'd definitely say that. But big up Punch Records, Baby J, Ammo, everybody for, you know what I mean, helping organising the tour. So yeah, make sure you look out for that. Featuring Black the Ripper, so
that's a big one because Black the Ripper has been around a while, but he's had loads of hype recently around him.
Yeah, it's very prolific artist. Very like he works very hard. You know what I mean? When it comes to the mixtape game in the UK, like you have to give him his respect.
True. And then even like the level, as you said with producers, back in the day, well not even back in the day, but sometimes you hear certain UK tunes, people are like, ah, yeah, it's the best song in the world, blah blah blah, and it's like kind of substandard, but they'll put it up there and they don't put UK music along the same vein or next to US music because their mentalities are US music, that's a bigger country, theirs is better, but yet places like Jamaica are doing it just as good as the US and they haven't exactly got as much as we've got to make that. But what I'm noticing in these latest mixtapes, some of these beats from some of these rap artists you can give to an American artist easily, and it's not getting the exposure that it needs to get.
Especially in production because it would have been easier for a UK producer to go overseas and start producing for big artists before it is for them to get used to a British rapper. Because what you have to remember, when it comes to hip hop music, for the it's not just the music, it's the culture and everything, the dress, the fashion, the walk, the talk. So for a style of hip hop to get out there, and somebody from a certain city or certain region, a lot of time it ain't just albums. It has to be films and other stuff. Same with the West Coast. The way the West Coast is got so big, not just because of NWA and Dr. Dre. It's because Boyz II Hood and Menace to Society, because they got to see. Birmingham got bigger after one day because they got to see and hear it. So those kind of things do boost up, transporting your culture and you know what I mean, things like that.
It's true. One day that was great. I see banners in, I can't name the name of the cinema. See certain banners, it will not be filmed here. I was like, huh? For what reason? I won't get into that. We'll be here all day. But thank you for coming to New Star Radio for your interview.
No problem.
Could you tell the New Star Radio listeners where they can catch your music when you got any releases, your Twitter, your website, every single thing about you?
Okay, well next month there's a release of my 2 Mocking Fudge mixtape. I've got the EP coming along as soon as possible. That's Malik's Marvelous Medicine. You can check me out on Facebook. My name's Malik Moorish, but I think I've got too many friends. But go to Twitter and that's at Malik MD7. That's MALIK MD7. That's the same for my Instagram and everything else, Tumblr, whatever. Malik MD7, you can find me. Go YouTube, I got loads of stuff on there.